This is the beginning.
This is the beginning
of something grand.
What's it called? Entropy.
Entropy wins.
Entropy wins.
Yeah.
And this is high octane, and you're ready just to let it rip.
Right. Yeah. No, like the idea here is to riff. Entropy wins. Ultimately, what are we but composting?
I have a monster.
Heaps of like carbon waste.
You can have some of that if you want.
Excellent. I haven't had a monster.
It's actually a rock star. Yeah, my babe got this for me.
Probably since like December.
You were in
2009.
You were in middle school. That's when everyone drank energy drinks in middle school.
I got a hold of cocaine. Have you heard of cocaine?
I tried it one time in Toronto. The guy came up to me and said, "Try it before you buy it." It's like, okay, I'll try it. And I tried it, and I was like, "Yo, man, I'm from New York. This is shit. This is shit compared to what I've had."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There it is. I'm almost certain I just got like a carcinogen hit. It's quite nice though.
Oh yeah, so this guy said try before you buy it. So I took some, right. And then and I was like, this is shit, man. And he's like, dude, you just need to try more. Of course, I never tried it before. I'm like, yeah, I just need to try more probably. So I try more. I'm like, yeah, this is shit. I'm from New York. I have a business suit on and everything. Yeah. I was at a film festival, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here. He's like, but I heard he gave you some. And I was like, dude, man, I'm sorry. I gave him $5. I'm like, fuck off. I walked like 20 steps down the road. Then we walked by a cop. Me and my friend. My friend stops the cop. He's like, there's a guy selling drugs in that alley. And he's okay. What's he look like? Yeah. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, he just walks toward him, and we just keep going on our way.
Yeah, it's the classic Coke prank, they're dealing Coke out of the bin. Like,
yeah,
officer,
dude.
I'm guilty.
I saw it on YouTube, the prank videos. Right. That's what they're doing now.
It was 2000.
It was 2012
for me. We heard about cocaine. And I don't know. It was just like trending because it was so edgy. Like, oh, they called it cocaine.
It was trending on the streets, not on Twitter.
Well, in my hometown of bumfucksville. Like,
dude, I love that town. I've been there a few times. That's actually
so many people we know went there.
I'm from Stody. That's what they call it.
What do they call it?
Stody.
Stody.
Yeah, it's actually called Canisteel.
What are the origins of Stody?
I think it's because it's Canisteel, so Canistody. I don't know.
Wow.
Bunch of rednecks.
And are they like Stodians or Canistodians?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Okay.
Maybe. I call myself a lizard.
Lizard King. I received a text from
I've actually done. I'm on some Buddhist shit right now. I'm actually dropping all titles. I'm just lizard now.
Right. I'd like to be referred to as
I'm just lizard.
A 7-digit number.
I was really into calling myself Lizard King last year. It was like my identity. And like I would forget, like I wouldn't even be thinking about it. I would just tell people. There was like it got to a point where I didn't know people, but people were calling me the Lizard King in class and stuff. I'm like, how do you know that? I was like, I think it's because I got my professor to start calling me it, and then he started calling me it, and then I went and talked to people, so they would just know me as the Lizard King.
That's funny. I think so. Right. My name's Charles Worl, and this is
Jacob Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
This is Entropy wins.
Yeah, I think we won. Our first meeting of minds was. I mean, I was tipped off by like your attire. You were roaming the halls of Monroe Community College with like a very iconic, almost.
I have an on-campus personality. I've been told.
Yeah.
People just kind of know me, I think.
Right, like a hippie chic
and you're like
style.
the one cool dude that works here, honestly. There's that guy that had a stroke, right. And there's this jittery guy that's apparently 41, but he looks 20.
Yeah.
I don't even know anyone else.
Right. And I remember, I was, I think I engaged you just by like...
Oh, totally. I don't engage people.
Right. I was like, I saw your style and I was like, I would do like...
third eye shit.
Yeah, third eye shit. I would like point to my chakra.
There's always like...
You received it well. You were like, meta.
I'll take it, yeah. There's always like you can just always kind of, I don't know. Yeah. I don't like go out to talk to people, I suppose. But like, cause like, I don't know, but when I feel like I have like a good energy with somebody, I kind of like play with them back and like, I feel like I could click with you.
Right.
But then I never really like engage in it too much because I was like, oh, this guy probably sees 100 people a day. Right. Actually, probably like 500 people a day.
Yeah. This guy might just be, nice. Given the nature of his job, just tuned up to bullshit with everybody.
Mm-hmm. But, are you?
To a certain degree, you know, you like.
There's gotta be a few people you're like, get the
exactly.
coming through my line.
Right. It's.
I'll see people like just sitting and waiting in your line,
right.
and there'll be open people, and they won't go in their line.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not.
You have to stop being so cool.
I'm not sure if it's like my coolness or just like an absent-mindedness.
But I get the worst jobs I shouldn't have. I was a cashier before at a grocery store, and I'm just not friendly. I'm just like, people don't, like, I scare people away from my lines. I don't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, there's days like we can all be, you know, we have a pretty consistent personality. You know, like you develop into like somebody, you become someone, and then you have your off days. But I don't know, something about my personality, it's just so that I'm gonna be a good person to whoever whoever I'm talking to at that moment, unless I get some like weird vibes, you know, like there's a certain type of customer in the like the cashiering world who's needy and like pushy.
What do they look like? What are they wearing?
I mean, they come in all sizes. And they like, you know, they walk amongst us.
Oh like, shit! I don't trust them.
Yeah, there's a world out there, and
there's a world out there. It's a beautiful world.
We engage
honestly.
with everyone in it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, not trying to be mean to anyone. That's for sure.
Yeah. And I think the most challenging part, and you know, people, you can define it as character, but it's how you treat people who, you know, you'd rather not deal with. That's a real test of character.
Yeah, for sure. Especially like right now with like the political heat. Like like people are like getting real nasty. I went to the inauguration. I've seen some,
did you go?
I went to it, yeah.
So you were there for Trump's inauguration on that Friday.
I've seen some real nasty shit. Yeah, I took a bus there.
Solid. Yeah. You left from
Rochester.
At what time?
I took mega bus. Oh shit, like 11 in the morning.
And
then I got there.
Was it a solo pursuit?
No, I went with a friend.
Oh, cool.
He was MCC too, but yeah. Yeah, then we got there like 4 in the morning the next day.
Right.
And I was like, oh shit, now what? Just kind of wandered around. There was like no other national parks and stuff. Yeah, but I've seen some like real nasty shit from the worst side of people. Yeah. I
was there the day after on Saturday.
Women's March?
Yeah, I did the Women's March.
Right
and some confrontations occurred. There was one that...
Between you?
Not between but protesters and... I think, well, you know, look, I'll define the situation where you have a Trump supporter with the iconic, like that classic
Make
hat.
America Great.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love that hat. I just love,
it's very
honestly,
funny.
I just love characters. It's like going to a concert and like you see like if you go to like a metal concert, everyone's got like the long hair and the black shit. But if you go to like a Trump rally, everyone's got the red hat on and they're all just they all sound the same.
Yeah.
But,
And I want to wear it ironically, like within maybe like after his first term or something.
Yeah. His only term, probably.
Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if he was impeached.
Yeah, there's 2-1 betting odds on that right now.
It's what?
2-1 betting odds on that.
Right, yeah.
Think about it.
I wonder what the figures are.
I'm not a betting man, though, to be honest.
Yeah, I played the lottery maybe like a half a dozen times.
Oh, really? I've never played it.
Yeah.
What would you do if you
I broke
won?
even, like, ultimately.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I suppose I was enlightened by...
Say Sam
Noam Chomsky.
Noam Chomsky?
Yeah, he put it into like a very digestible concept. Like the lottery is effectively a second tax on the poorest people in our country.
Yeah.
You know?
Gambling and alcohol and tobacco.
Right. Yeah.
That kills people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's designed to make money.
Yeah.
Who's Noam Chomsky?
Noam Chomsky has been described in, I think, unbeknownst to many people who quote this like what's the word, epithet, like title. He's been quoted as the most influential intellectual of like our time, but this was back in like I want to say like the 70s or 80s. But it was a like a mockery of him by the New York Times. Like no one reads the second paragraph of that quote.
Yeah, you're really into that shit, aren't you? I remember I was wearing a Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas shirt one day, and you're like, "Oh, dude, I'm really into that dude from that and this and that." I was like, "Oh shit!"
The author of that, behind the book, I can't recall his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either.
That reference, like the Lizard King name, makes me think of him.
Well, that's actually a Jim Morrison thing.
Okay.
He said in a poem he wrote, "I'm the Lizard King. I can do anything."
Yeah.
And I actually found that out like a month after I started calling myself Lizard King. One of my favorite bands is called King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. And so I was like, King, Lizard. I was like, yeah, Lizard King, that's who I am. And I clinched to it. And then like I was talking to a Zen priest. His name's Brad Warner. Check him out. Shout out to Brad Warner. And I was like, I'm the Lizard King. That's how I was introducing myself at the time. Yeah. And he's like, oh, just like Jim Morrison. And I was like, wait, what?
Right.
And it was like, it shattered my world. I was like, I'm not original.
Yeah. Oh man,
that fucking killed me.
Isn't that the bane of like your humanity? Like nothing you do will ever come from like your core, unless.
And at this point, it's kind of weird that like when I was a kid, I would think like I've always kind of wanted to make movies, and I was always like, man, but when I get older, every movie that's ever going to be made is going to be named, and like, and they're all going to have names. It's like, can I even come up with an original movie name?
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's like, yeah, I can still do it, and it's like, it's crazy that people keep doing it. Bob Dylan said one time in like the 80s when he got real grouchy and tired of getting old, he's like, there could be no more music. The world has enough songs already.
Right. I mean, I get that in a like figuratively speaking, like Jesus Christ, shit. Do we need another love song? You know what I mean? Turn that off.
Yeah, I know. I fucked up.
No, I was kidding.
Who was it? It was Devin John Whitmer.
Oh, shout out to Devin.
He says, get on PlayStation.
Oh boy.
Hey, Devin.
Devin wants the game.
Fuck you. Devin's favorite band is Nickelback. And one time for his birthday when he was like 15. His mom bought him 2 tickets to Nickelback concert, and he asked everyone, all of his friends to go, and everyone said no. And so I just kind of went out of pity.
Oh, you went?
Yeah, I went.
Oh, great.
I had
so
to be
you
there
can
for my
actually
friend.
like definitively say Nickelback is garbage.
That garbage. Honestly, like the concert, like the fan base, and like everyone's like having a good time, so that's cool, and like they don't put on like an awful show, I guess. Like I give that to them, but like I saw like a lot of
they racking millions.
It's weird how like universally hated they are, but they're also so fucking big.
Yeah, it must be. There's like a
I mean, Adam Sandler's
percentage
huge too.
of the fan base that's just.
Adam Sandler's like one of the biggest filmmakers right now.
Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he makes a shit ton of movies. He makes so much money.
Name one of his most recent films.
Some Netflix shit like The Get Down or.
Oh, is he doing Netflix originals?
Yeah,
or
he signed like a huge contract with them for like 6 movies for like $1 billion. He's making those grown-up movies. Everyone's gonna see him. I'm trying to get to a point where I just like everything. I have a professor who just like, I love Adam Sandler movies. I love this. I love that. I was like, that just seems like a better way to live.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm almost, as soon as I get to the point where I like Adam Sandler movies, right now I'm kind of chill with them.
Well, that's I mean, that's certainly, I mean, honestly, like to reference the whole Eastern philosophy, like that's a meta like look at life. I'm at the point where I'm trying to not tell people what I don't like. You know, like that's a bad habit. Like. People really are so quick to open up about what they don't like.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like,
what do you like?
Maybe you should try this way. You know, consider letting me know what you like.
It's very simple, but I think happiness is a choice for sure. And if you're just gonna walk around and be negative all the time, it's like you're just gonna have a negative life.
I mean, it's astonishing that we're like with the luxury of like having a podcast right now. It's just most people couldn't imagine this.
This feels great. This feels great.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so like this is it, guys. We're doing a test run. Entropy wins. I think.
Shout out to those 10 people listening.
Yeah, dude. What's up? I'm definitely sharing this on Facebook.
You gotta advertise. I'm sharing on Facebook. I got like 600 friends.
Like, what's up, homies?
Yeah. You gotta tell everyone in your line for the next week.
Hashtagging it.
Hopefully it'll be trending in Rochester. The goal is by episode 20 to do a live show.
Right.
We'll do a live show at the Boulder Coffee House.
Sweet. Yeah.
Have you been there? Boulder?
Yeah, Boulder's nice.
It's cool as fuck.
Rochester's
Rochester's cool.
Yeah, like they're on the map. Well, I can't say that much about Rochester as far as like their coffee scene, but within Rochester, there are like cafes.
The best cafes
that are like artisanal. Like they're
each one has like their own personality and feel.
As far as
Boulder, Java,
vibe, environment, atmosphere. In the coffee itself, I mean, it's really becoming
for sure,
like a sophisticated indulgence,
I love just going to Boulder, just hanging out. Sometimes I don't even do anything.
Really?
I just go there and I just go there and watch YouTube videos and shit. I just love the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just like I can comfortably I can be alone, but there's also people around me.
Oh, I see.
So like any moment,
Do you
I feel like,
thrive
hey,
in that
there's someone.
environment?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you consider yourself, or you haven't thought about it enough to call it? The question is like, are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Oh, I'm an introvert, sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Right.
Like you were in my room earlier.
Yeah.
You saw my coffee machine.
Right.
That's in my bedroom, and all my food, everything's in there.
Oh, no way.
Because
do you have a personal fridge?
Yeah, I have a personal fridge. It's
Okay,
right next
cool.
to it's right in the corner.
Yeah.
Right next to my guitar and yoga mat and shit.
Oh,
That's all there because because I don't want to go out I don't want to get ambushed with conversation and I go out of my room to make coffee or something.
Small talk while you're making a
sandwich.
sandwich.
It's if I just want coffee or something, I don't want to have to talk to somebody too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to be in the mood to talk to somebody, and there's just sometimes I don't want to just leave my room and talk. Yeah.
That's the first knee slapper of the show.
That was my knee.
I mean, I hear you on that.
I'm doing stand-up comedy right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing stand-up comedy on Sunday at Boulder.
No way, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. You're on the lineup?
Oh, and you can just sign up. It's
on
open.
the
It's
spot?
open, yeah.
I should definitely...
Yeah, 7 o'clock sign up, and I think the show starts at 8:15.
Yeah.
It's one of my first times doing it. I did it for the very first time in the spring last year, and then I didn't do it for a long time. Now I'm getting back into it.
Very
I just want to do everything. I'm just trying to explore and
dabble in everything. Like what? You're not
do a podcast, try to start a really shitty band. I don't know, even though I don't know how to play any instruments.
Shitty what band?
Shitty band, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'll be the shitty singer.
I'll come out with one. Okay, you know what's funny is I've been going around telling everyone I want to start a band.
Yeah.
And everyone wants to start a band. It's funny, and
everyone wants to start a podcast too.
Everyone should start a band and podcast. Right. The funny thing is though, everyone wants to be a lead singer.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm, everyone does.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie, so do I. Who doesn't want to be the front man? Who doesn't? It's the most fun.
Well, the thing is with my my feelings come because I don't know how to play an instrument. You know. But I
got a MacBook.
Yeah.
That's an instrument. I actually have a song on here I've made before.
You made one?
Mm-hmm. I was in GarageBand. I was like, might as well give it a shot.
Oh man, I'm so jealous.
There's 20 seconds of coolness, and then the rest of it's really bad. Yeah.
Are you familiar with he's a stand-up comedian. He also plays
Childish Gambino.
I can't remember the dude's name Reggie Watts.
Reggie Watts. That sounds really familiar. Sounds
yeah.
like a football player.
Perhaps you know the it's definitely a computer, and it's synthesizing sounds and it's manipulating them. And he's twisting knobs and he's like
a DJ.
He's pushing the whatever. I don't know if you can call him a DJ.
He's fucked with that shit.
Definitely a musician. There's no doubt in my mind. But it would be very cool to master that or to play around with that tool.
Yeah, I've looked at a professional DJ set before, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? There's all these buttons and there's vinyl records and stuff.
Right.
That goes a part of. I'll tell you one day when you're ready for it, but it's part of my favorite story my best story of all time. I don't even know if it's podcast worthy.
We
for sure.
Title the podcast best story of all time.
Maybe a 10th episode special.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went on stage with somebody specific, and they let me play with their DJ.
Cashmere Cat.
MGMT, my favorite band of all
To be
time.
continued.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's so sick. You should probably just tell that story now.
No. Don't give me that look.
Yeah.
Charles. Do you being called Charles? Or anything else?
People who are comfortable calling me Charles.
You just like that?
I like them more.
Okay. So, do you ever get someone ever try calling you Charlie?
Yeah, that's the most common name.
Oh, really?
From, the ladies.
Does that drive you nuts or something?
Charlie?
Yeah, no.
No, not at all. Yeah.
For some reason, people can call me whatever they want. They call me Boopy or something. I don't know, whatever. But for some reason, when someone calls me Jake, I'm like. I just give him I give him a dirty look. I'm like, Jake. That's a douchey name. I'm not a Jake.
Now, if you add the Cobb,
add the Cobb.
Are you golden?
Or
no worries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jacob the Snake. I'm not Jacob Snake. Get it straight.
Jacob the Snake.
A shout out to Luke Yarka, who made that joke in the December of 2015, and I've been stealing that joke ever since. Thank you very much, Luke Yarka.
Footnote.
So Luke Yarka was a manager at McDonald's, my first job in high school.
Nice.
And
who didn't work at McDonald's for their
Did you work in McDonald's?
Yeah.
Oh shit, really?
It's terrible.
Oh yeah, it was terrible. But it's kind of awesome in a weird way because every job is this is fucking awesome now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was a rite of passage into anything but McDonald's.
For sure. I've done everything I've done at McDonald's. I've done at every other job though too.
At
I
McDonald's,
probably
you did every
shouldn't say out loud,
job?
though. Oh no, yeah, I did every job at McDonald's
Right,
though,
yeah.
drive-through and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is very weird because I mumble a lot,
Right.
and it's like, and they're like, what? I actually one time I've sworn a few times around the drive-through,
Really?
and I was like, oh shit, my hand's still on the button, they can hear me.
Did you
Yeah.
get any feedback from the customer? Or
No.
was it just like...
Chill, just chill.
Yeah, the clientele at McDonald's,
I know that guy.
did you have a hold on it? Like, I didn't... That was years ago. I mean, being a cash... or being a... on drive-through, like, what'd you make of it? Was it just like whoever? Was it everybody?
Oh, there's a few
Everyday people?
regulars.
Yeah, just
One of them
regulars.
actually lives near my house.
Right.
And he smells really bad, really old man.
Right. But I mean, like, would you place
Very nice
them,
man.
like, as far as, like, IQ? Like, was the clientele, like, higher end? Or, like, right, it was just, like, a general, just take whoever from the population and, like...
Oh man! All right, so last spring I was like a completely different person.
Yeah.
And I was also the worst person, that version of myself I was, I think, because all I would
The
think
best version of yourself.
all I would judge people by is their intelligence.
$3.99 a month.
And it was just like kind of evil because not everyone's just as intelligent as like everyone else. I don't know, everyone's very different on the spectrum, but
Yeah.
And
so
I
the pendulum has swung.
I've kind of turned evil for a second, and then I just realized like, oh, that shit doesn't matter.
Right.
Doesn't matter how smart a person. And also, I've been thinking about this lately. I've been thinking like what makes somebody like intelligent. I thought like one of the biggest things like that when you like hear somebody say, when you hear someone who's really like articulate,
Yeah.
you're like, oh man, that person's really smart. So like okay, so I'm like a film major, for example, and so like if I watch the movie The Graduate, and I'm like, okay, so this is what this means, this is what that shot means, this is what this means, this is what this means, blah blah blah, the visual metaphors, this and that, stories, this is what everything means.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I can put all this together, I can articulate it. But then Joe Schmo can watch the movie and just be like, oh yeah, that was entertaining, it was kind of cool.
Right.
But it's like, I think like subconsciously they might still get it, they just don't have like the lingo to like
Yeah.
articulate it. So like,
Yeah.
am I really smarter than them? I don't know.
I mean, well, like, I think you have the tools, like, you described it as the ability to articulate is in and of itself like a marker of intelligence. But I think the tools, like the words themselves, if used correctly, you can enlighten people. You know what I mean?
Someone's looking at me.
You can open
Or
the
behind
door.
you, there's someone
No, I'm
smiling.
rolling it, I can't.
His name is he's like slurping a green thing.
Who's
Actually,
it,
he's
man?
scaring me actually. He
I
can
was
probably
on a-
hear
I
me
was-
because
I was tapping into a real deep vein there.
we're on the quiet floor of the library. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know.
Are we supposed to be done?
Let's go. No, we're not. We're like an hour here.
All right. Can we pause this?
You guys hear us from out there?
Very slightly.
I actually went to get the top floor, but I accidentally put accidentally
Yeah,
put
it's
the floor.
confusing that the first floor is technically the second floor.
I have like changing my keys, like it's kind of.
What are you guys doing?
We're doing a podcast.
Yeah,
right
first
now.
ever.
About
Do you want to be on it? Just say hey, what's up?
Shut up.
Give a shout out to somebody.
What is it about?
Everything.
Yeah, it's called, the title is Entropy Wins. So it's just like whatever.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, look it up on YouTube or something in like 5 days.
Alright, we'll do it.
That's fine.
Alright, that's awesome.
Alright. Maybe we'll keep that in. Actually, I don't feel like I didn't this, so yeah, we'll keep that in.
Quite a friendly gesture.
Oh shit, your
when
mic
did this
got
thing drop? I hope that
fucked up.
didn't drop like an hour ago, you know?
I haven't been paying attention.
I have not.
I've just been.
I would have noticed that. I definitely would have
We
noticed
should turn the lights off.
Oh, yeah?
That sounds like it'd be a cool vibe. I don't want to light switches.
Alright,
Never
if it
mind.
gets too dark.
Lights aren't going off. That's too much work.
Okay. This one's already... Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the one above you. What does that mean? I think it's a sign from God.
Yeah. Doomsday. It's like the one black rain cloud that follows you everywhere.
You know, I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't think it matters. I don't know if anyone's right or wrong. But what I do know
Are those
is
lyrics
that,
from a Bob Dylan song?
No,
Okay.
but Bob Dylan is the prophet. But if I know
The second coming.
if I know somebody who is for sure right, it's Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Tyson deserves a lot of street cred
Oh, for sure.
and like academia cred. Here's a well, I'm about to do a name drop.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Check out this post. 2014.
Good year.
I had a luncheon with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Holy fuck. You met him?
Yeah, sat shoulder to shoulder.
What?
Ate none of the food, but
Where was this
definitely
at?
annoyed the man
Where was this at?
by asking him
Where was it at?
deep questions.
That we really.
we were at the like Robert Flynn Center here on campus. Yeah.
Holy shit, he was here?
Yeah, he came to
Holy
MCC, and then the next day he did an auditorium lecture to like a full house here at the courts, the basketball
He has
courts.
such like good like philosophy to life. Like he doesn't try arguing with anybody. He just tries like
Yeah.
educating them.
Right.
Like, just let
And
them make up their own
One
mind.
of the most interesting things that I've heard from him as of late, he was featured on Rogan's podcast.
Oh, dude,
the
I
JRE.
religiously
Shout out to the
listened
JRE.
to that. I
Yeah.
religiously listened to that podcast.
I think we could both agree like that's the best
podcast out there.
Yeah, it's certainly one of my favorites. But he said something that, you know, coming from such a like an intellectual giant, you have to consider, you know, adopting it. He said, if the argument lasts more than 5 minutes, I'm done. Like, if you guys don't come to a resolution in 5 minutes,
I know exactly what you're
it's
talking
not
about.
worth my time.
I was literally watching that as
Right.
it was being live streamed.
Same.
I saw like 5 minutes
I was
in.
driving like from Virginia to like
Or you were
Georgia
like,
or
yeah,
something.
shit.
Yeah.
And I remember I took a Snapchat. He was wearing a cowboy hat. I took a Snapchat and my caption was, "Who said a king had to wear a crown?"
Right.
That's my next fashion venture. I'm getting a top hat.
Yeah, I'd like
A
to do
floppy
a hat.
Some Bob Dylan shit.
Right.
1975. Paint my face white, maybe.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, yeah, I could see you like
probably-
doing like a forest cleanse. Like,
Yeah.
where's Jacob? Haven't seen him. He's up in the Adirondacks. Like,
I'm actually planning on going there over the summer.
yeah, it's extremely gorgeous there.
It is. I used to go every summer
Mm.
till my great grandma died.
Oh,
got depressed.
Really? When did she pass?
And I put a pillow over her head in like the summer of 2013, I think.
Right, and this is where I called 911. You know, it's traumatic. Yeah.
And now this is where the Jacob Dodge therapy section starts.
No, really, your grandmother passed away,
Fix
but
me.
like you had a good
I was
time
joking.
meeting her. Oh, you really? Never. She didn't. She's alive.
I always forget that that people don't exactly know me super well.
I thought that was your way of coping with the loss of a grandmother.
maybe.
Making a really dark joke, but instead, no one's died.
Well, my great grandma is dead.
Okay.
And I did used
so
to go
is
to the
mine.
Adirondacks with her.
I don't think many are alive.
It didn't really fuck me up, I guess. It was
Your
kinda-
grandmother's or your great grandmother's?
My great-grandmother.
Did you get
I was-
to meet her?
I was bummed out. Oh no, I spent a lot of time with her. But
Oh,
when it happened, I was
cool.
like in 10th grade.
Fantastic. How old was she when she died?
I don't know, old as fuck.
Yeah, they must be when they get the great, the
Sweet.
title of great.
Sweet lady. Shout out to Alice Stewart.
Yeah, dude.
It's a cool name.
Big
Alice.
hearts. Grandmothers around the world, shout out to. And
I just like old
great-grandmothers.
ladies.
Same.
It's half the
Yeah.
reason I go to yoga studios. Just
Really?
because the old lady population is just the coolest.
No, is it for the oh, okay, it's the cool factor.
Oh yeah,
thought
the
it
old
was the
ladies are the
curves.
coolest, dude.
Thought it
Old
was the
ladies are
cool-
the
curves.
That's what happened. It changed my life when I got over yoga over the summer, like religiously.
Yeah.
For I'm like many different levels.
Right.
But yeah, I love old ladies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I also should I?
Yeah.
Should
I
I?
mean, like, yeah, filter it if you must, but definitely don't hold back.
Don't hold back. I don't know.
He's holding back. He's holding back.
I like older women now.
Right.
I don't like girls.
Right.
I'm the worst 20-year-old college student in the world. I'm like all the girls like walk around like in the halls and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like I'm not interested.
You're not
I'm
into
into
it.
like the 35-year-old women with kids
dope.
with all like the life experience and have
Right.
these cool stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the best tips, like pieces of advice I got from my grandfather was when I was about 21 or so.
Mm-hmm.
He said to me, "Date an older woman." He and then he went into the details, but basically he said, "Yeah, there's a lot to be gained there. There's a lot to be learned there." And I think even before he put what I was thinking into words, there was I want to say like an intrinsic passion for like a mature woman that I don't think anyone ever put that idea into my head.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a natural want or lust,
For sure.
so I highly recommend it.
Oh, have you had an old woman experience?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
like a mother
No.
a mother.
You had a mom experience?
I had a mom.
Oh god, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, it's
It was-
very like loving and very cool.
That's the number one most porn search is MILF.
Is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And before the summer, I didn't get it, but I get it now.
Yeah, I'm probably I'm definitely part of like the no, like I'm part of a branch off of the NoFap people. You know, I try my hardest not to watch pornography.
Oh, I can't even tell you last time I did.
That's
I told you
great.
I'm the worst 20-year-old in the world.
Right.
Oops,
Like I'll go like honestly I'll go years without watching pornography, and then I don't know, it'll be like I'll be in heat and like I just can't I can't do anything about it.
Sometimes it's like maybe I should. This is normal, right?
Right.
And like sometimes I forget what it means to be human.
Jacob just lowered his eyes and made a face that looked like the
I'm
cashmere cat. Or
I showed you a glimpse of the lizard.
Lizard King.
No, just a lizard.
Oh.
What did I tell you earlier, Charles? I'm sick of your shit, Charles.
Yo, you called me a little shit over a text.
I call everyone a little shit.
Like for a second there, I was like, "Am I gonna have to bounce? Like, is this guy?"
Yeah. That's the thing. I can drive people away that hardly know me. Just I call them a little shit. They don't even know I'm joking. I'm saying, "Hey, little shit." They'd be like,
Taurine. So we're drinking a Rockstar. It's the first time I've had an energy drink I'm honestly like going on my 7th year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 7 years. But this is my first sip. So shout outs to
Rockstar Energy
drink,
Taurine for destroying
and also something really neat about these energy drinks, and one of their claim to fame is having the isolated chemical taurine. One thing I know about taurine is that it is naturally occurring only in animals, right?
Oh, really?
So yeah, like you cannot
so they're extracting
find
this
that
from an animal.
Well, I wonder if it's like synthesized in a lab or if
That's very impossible.
You know what I mean?
You know what's weird? The future's here, isn't it? Like I got an iPhone right here. I can talk to some Siri chick.
Yeah,
and
we
she
can
can do
just
whatever.
ask Siri. You know what else we need?
What?
For real though, to make this like next level, or like just to be on par with people who are doing this right, is we need a young Jamie.
We need a fact checker.
Yeah. Pull that up.
Give me money and I'll hire one. Actually, no. I'll just get some bitch to do it and I'll keep the money.
We need to monetize this on
this
YouTube.
episode.
Dude, somebody would be so stoked to be asked to do
a fact check.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love someone to fact check me for me.
Right.
This episode is brought to you by shoelaces.
Yeah.
Or just strings in general.
Right.
Tying stuff for you.
Pocket lint also made a major contribution to this.
Intuitive and easy to use. I actually don't have shoelaces on, as you can see.
Yeah, my man's wearing
basically shoe
the
socks.
next generation 5 fingers.
Yeah, I don't even know what these are called, honestly.
No, I don't think that's correct, but if somebody is listening, I'll describe them as a slipper, like a very modern slipper with Velcro.
You do yoga, Charles?
People would call it yoga, but I call it stretching. Like I insist.
Well, you're into like running and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I
cycling,
insist that I'm stretching. Like, yeah, I'm doing downward dog, but
you just try not to get injured.
As far as the benefits of stretching,
Yeah, just try not to get injured, basically.
Yeah, I think that's where, like, honestly, I think that's the consensus on stretching itself. Like, it doesn't improve your muscular, or like it doesn't build muscle, or I mean, perhaps it does, like in the abdominals, but it's nothing significant, you know.
Oh well, like when I'm doing yoga, like 9 times a week, I'll get like really toned.
Yeah. Okay. So I suppose stretching then I can't make the same generalization for stretch for yoga, but I can for stretching. I think the consensus is that it will prevent accidents because your agility just increases or something due to like flexibility. So that's the takeaway from stretching. Yoga though is certainly
a million
like
takeaways.
way more like demanding, you know.
Yeah, and like that's kind of like when I like first time I just like kind of started meditating.
Yeah,
was via yoga.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. Kind of taught me how to do that and like clear my mind and stuff.
Yeah, tell us more about that.
And it also like made me like realize like I met somebody this semester who literally takes like 15 or 16 pills a night. Just like, for my this and that and like mood stabilizers. And it's like if everyone out in the world right now like just like did yoga or something, like Joe Rogan talks about this, you can just learn to control your mind and like just like you don't need this kind of shit to do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you did yoga, you could solve half these problems you have.
Right. I hear that. Like I'll see you and I'll raise you. I think it should be taught in like universities. I think we should be taught this in elementary, grade school. It's such a powerful tool. And are we not living in like the United States of anxiety right now? You know what I'm saying?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm planning on moving to Italy. It's part of my 5-year plan.
Oh, dope.
Which
yeah.
I've just developed like 2 days ago.
How is your Italian?
It's basically just like a knockoff of Spanish. And my Spanish is like very subpar, so I'd say my Italian is probably like a 0.5 out of 20.
Right. The dude who supervises the dining hall is straight from Italy. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Vincenzo. It's like
he's always walking around.
Yeah.
He's done that.
Yeah, he's cool.
He seems like a cool guy.
Yeah,
Talked to him like twice.
Yeah, he's a stand-up dude. Shout out to Vincenzo.
Anyone else you want to give a shout out to? You got a dog?
Dog?
You got your dog a shout out to?
I don't have a dog.
Shout out to Ellie, my dog. I love you.
Your dog's a good dog.
Dogs have consciousness.
But like, could you describe what it would be like to be a dog? Because that would be like, how else would we know if a dog is conscious? Like, what would a dog be experiencing?
A dog knows when it's done bad, when it's done good.
Yes.
And has like personal memories with you, and like I don't know. I sense a connection with a dog.
Yeah.
Like how I sense a connection with like some cool guy that's like
right.
cashier dude.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think
dogs, dolphins.
I think it's like that might just be one of the most like cynical tropes of our time. Like, oh, it's an animal, or like,
for sure, yeah.
What does an animal know? Like but then again, I think as a culture we do separate. Like dogs and cats are definitely in like an isolated.
I don't think cats have consciousness.
Right. So even still, there's a gradient to.
I think dogs do, and I think my dog personally, I think she is more emotionally intelligent than most people I know.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Highly intelligent, like emotionally intelligent, caring and protective.
Loyal.
Loyalty. Yeah.
Stay loyal. Some stuff some Facebook chick would share.
Right. Yeah, dude, tatted on her chest. Do you have any tattoos?
No. Do you?
No.
I've thought about it.
Yeah,
I've thought about
it seems really edgy.
I thought about getting the second
like unique
MGMT album cover tattooed somewhere on me, but I don't think I'll ever do it. I think I just keep a clean body forever.
Yeah. I mean, I know like the way I look at it is, would I even be considering having a tattoo if it wasn't so trendy?
Mm-hmm. Maybe if I'm like a monk one day, if they're getting tattoos.
Right, exactly.
It's trending there.
Yeah,
it's like
if it was something
purpose.
super traditional and like there was the whole tribe was doing it.
I for sure want to go in Tibet.
Yeah.
And just do some monk shit, shave my head, do some throat chanting.
It's so intense.
Look up the Kikak chant.
The Keat Kat?
Yeah, it's from the movie Baraka. It's just like a Baraka Kikak chant.
Right.
That's what I jam to. I'm learning the monks chanting right now.
Dude.
If you ever get the aux cord at a party, put on some monks chanting, monks throat chanting.
Have you ever heard of Enigma?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's a these Latin monks that do that like. Where
are they? Because Latin is a dead language. Are they
They're
in the Vatican
in Rome,
or some shit?
Dude.
Oh, I've been to Rome.
The Vatican, not Rome itself, but.
Yeah, Vatican's technically its own country.
Yeah, which is like, what the fuck?
Yeah. They say.
Yeah, that was the first swear word on the podcast.
Shit.
Thank you. Twice. No.
I feel like I probably swore already.
Really? I didn't catch it. If you did, I was waiting for it. There's so many that I was ready to throw in.
I could have just not.
I chose not to.
Who's gonna sponsor this for swearing?
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna get.
We already have
Dove
strings.
Soaps.
We have a deal with strings for like 4 weeks.
Right now, how many thread counts is the strings that were?
Like probably about 4.
Nice.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Which is an inside joke with basically myself that I just.
You developing this joke here on the spot?
I 100% have inside jokes to myself.
You should definitely do like run into the weeds with like jokes that come to you and like just work them out. Like I'll be like a one-man audience,
dude.
Then, like we can come back to it.
That's fucking crazy. You just said that because I say all the time I'm performing for a one-man show.
Yeah.
All the time those exact words. You basically just said that. It's very strange. You just said that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think I forgot what it meant to be human.
Word. So are we coming up on the time limit for this?
No, we got about another 10 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
I'm looking at so last night I was down in Park Ave.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Some guy walks up to me. and he has a cowboy hat on.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I don't even know how old he is. He reminds me of that Chris guy. He walks up to me and he goes, "Hey man, you got a Facebook page?"
Whoa.
First thing he says to me. And I go, "Yeah, I got a Facebook." He's like, "Dude, at me. My name is Enzio something." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Okay, sounds cool." I look him up. I'm like, "How do you spell your name?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "This is this." And I said that for a minute. I'm like, "I don't feel like talking on this. My name is Jacob Dodge. Look me up later." He's like, "Okay."
You opened the door to this guy?
Yeah, dude, he seemed like a cool guy.
Seemed like a cool guy.
He seemed weird as fuck.
Your impersonation of him made him sound like the weirdest dude ever.
Yeah, I'll probably never hang. That's exactly what he sounded like. I'll probably never hang out with him or anything. But he sent me a message last night.
He found you?
Yeah, he found me. He sent me a message.
Are
and
you
he
scared
said,
for your
He said,
life?
"Hey, it's this guy's name." Actually, I'll just show you.
Yeah.
You can describe what you're.
Right. Yeah. I think the audience would like to know who Enzo or what was his name? I didn't mean to say Enzo.
Man, Facebook Messenger. What's going on? They're doing updates all the time. Oh, Buzzkill. Where is your name?
Dude, you can't be on your phone on a podcast. Haven't you learned anything?
And he sent me a friend request. I can find him that way. Shit, I'm really fucking up, Charles.
It's a test run, dog.
It's also what my dad told me.
Your dad, you're really fucking up.
Right before he left. Like, he opened up the door and he turned around, and the last words he said to me is, "You're fucking up, man." So, fair enough. How do you find your friend? I hate Facebook. I'm done with this.
Yeah, I don't put any weight into Facebook anymore.
And then he sent me, he said, "Hey, this is this guy's name." Mm-hmm. And then, like, this morning, he sent me a picture of a motorcycle.
Whoa.
Right?
What?
I have no idea. Yeah, I looked at this page, too. It's weird. It's real cool.
You know what I've been getting lately is friend requests from, like, super top, like, dime models.
And they have, like, 3 friends. And
and you know what the most bizarre part about that is? Is one of these robots, like, got an approval from someone I know from my local town.
Okay.
Like, someone was like, "Yeah, accept," and, like, maintains that online friendship.
Yeah, there's a lot of those people on Tinder, too. A lot of those robots. You use Tinder?
Yeah, I've done Tinder before.
What do you think about it? You run any dates?
Yeah, I went on 2 dates. I still know one of the ladies that I met, and I mean, I wouldn't rate it highly. Like,
gotcha.
You know,
I've been on Tinder for like 3 years. I've been on like a million
dates.
Yeah, I've been on like a million Tinder dates, which isn't like a good thing. Like a good call. That's not something to brag about. I've been on 100 first dates.
I wouldn't put that on my resume. But full disclosure.
But I always I'm still like oblivious sometimes. Like I'm going to the club tonight.
Oh, for
real? I don't even want to go. I hate going.
The club scene.
Yeah, I already just told someone I'd go. I'm like, But anyway, like I'll go to like the club or on a Tinder date, and I'll just like I just don't think about it until afterward that people go there to like hook up and stuff.
Right.
Like get on Tinder to hook up and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll go on a Tinder date or like I'll go to the club or something, and then chicks will start talking to me, and then maybe they'll start dancing with me, or maybe this girl will be like, "Hey, let's go to coffee. You want to watch a movie afterward at your place?" And I'll just be like so innocent. I'll be like, and it's like I'll just never act upon it. Plus, I just really don't feel like it.
See, you have that game. Like, there's so much potential with your game style, and it's like you're so naive to the fact that you have this game. You're like, it's not that you're dropping the ball. Like, you never had the ball, but like you have the ball. It's funny like that. Whoa. Right? Yeah, no, because it's not many like the way you're describing it is like the chicks are like, "Dude, hang out with me," and you're like, "Maybe I could, but I think I may be busy."
Yeah.
But like, meanwhile, they're like, "Let's," you know.
I was in the town of Alfred a couple days ago over break,
and
I was at like I think it's called GJ, some place.
Yeah.
It was like the outskirts of the dance table, like drunk or whatever. Just I'm here. I got dragged here or whatever. Right. And like some chick walks out from the center and she grabs my shoulder and she leans in and goes, "You're really cute."
Nice.
And then she keeps walking. She walks out. I'm like, "Oh, that was nice, Rip." Thank you. And then she comes back in to go to the dance floor and she goes, she does the same thing again. She goes, "Hey, you're really cute." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And then she walks back in the center and I'm kind of hanging out there and just like zoning out and dancing and whatever. And I'm like, "Does that chick wanna?" I'm like, "Okay." unless she wants to come to me and do all the work, I'm like, I just don't feel like it.
Oh wow.
Unless you're like 35 years old with kids,
35,
then I'll try real hard.
Just dropped off your children,
which is probably
soccer practice.
Which is probably because maybe subconsciously I just can't have it and I want things I can't have and I'm an evil person,
right?
Destined for.
Yeah, I think I sense the tables will turn. Like you're gonna come to a road like in the line or like a line in the road where you're like, I think I want to date like hot 20-year-olds or like hot 19-year-olds.
And then I'm like 45.
Yeah, right. And you're like, but I can't have it.
Unless I'm like Tyga.
Yeah.
Like,
Tyga?
Yeah, he's
How old is
dating
he?
like that 19-year-old
Yeah, but is he,
Kardashian
like,
girl.
40?
He's like 30.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Still weird to me. I think if you're like 30, you're dating 19-year-old.
Right. I mean, if you're dating them, I don't see like honestly, you're probably not gaining a lot from that experience.
How old are you? You're like 24?
27.
You're 27?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're in your prime.
Yeah, dude. I am in a way. I don't know. It's interesting. Like once you get older, there's definitely like a more comfortable or comfortability in your skin that I think is like attractive to people in general, but definitely like
They say there's a quote. I'm just gonna paraphrase. It's from the movie Beginners. He goes like, "It's sad. You're your truest self when you're older because like your skin is all falling off." But like I don't know. But it's true. It's like by the time you get like 7, you probably just like you're just so comfortable who you are. You just don't give or maybe you just don't give a fuck.
Right.
I feel like I'm like
that's definitely a thing.
Mindset of like a 47-year-old right now.
Like you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think I went like a 40-year-old, like a 47-year-old just got over like you've seen the movie American Beauty or something.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Around that age they go through like a midlife crisis and like this and that, and like in like the mid 40s. I feel like I just went with that in my early 20s. Just had an early life crisis. Right. And I just got over it. And I'm like, okay, I'm chill.
Like I don't care. A quarter life crisis.
Yeah. No, yeah, early life crisis. Well, yeah, okay. I feel like I'm over that. I won't have a midlife crisis anymore. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just quit my job when I'm 40 and go back to McDonald's and be crazy and then get shot by my neighbor. Yeah,
see now, before we started the podcast, you expressed impulsive like images of like suicide.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk more about that? Remember when you told me that really personal dark shit before the podcast? You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so I was with my dad and he turned around and he said, I hate you and don't ever talk to me again. And then he closed the door and I haven't seen him since.
Right. But yeah, I suppose like that's part of comedy, right? Like having like dark background.
I suppose so. Like, and I was like the most like you can like see it on like Conan O'Brien, Louis C.K.
Yeah.
You can just see it like you can just like sense it. Like those guys are like kind of like on the low. They're like, this one fucking die. But like.
Who was it? He's always featured on Rogan's podcast. He was one of the dudes who did the lose weight competition. What was it?
I don't know.
Did you catch that? There's two guys on Rogan's podcast. I can't remember his name. He's also on Netflix.
Oh, Bill Burr?
No. Burr's funny.
I've never watched any of his stand-ups. I think it's the Boston accent.
Yeah, I saw one of his that I was like, this is good.
I like the padded.
But I can't remember his name. But he made a joke about how just that. Life is really fun and all, but like, you ever just wake up and think, is this gonna end anytime soon?
Yeah, I'm tired. Look at my watch. I'm like,
you know what I mean?
I'm like, if someone came up to me and told me I'm at the halfway point, I'd be like, okay.
Right.
But if you but realistically, like, your halfway point's when you're like 55 now or like 48, and it's like if you came up to me when I'm like 48 or 55. Like, that's old to me. You're old.
Yeah.
If someone came to me when I'm like 48, 55, I'd be like, and you're halfway there, I'd be like, oh shit, are you serious, man? I'm just about ready.
I don't know. I think longevity is like a real art, and I think in order to master it, like we can take wisdom from populations around the world that have the like centenarians and shit like that. But yeah, like when I'm 55, dude, I want to be like super cool. like people like seek me out, and like people are always like, "You're so young," and I'm like, "No, I'm not."
You should wear a headband when you're 55.
Right? Yeah, like something like really.
I think it's gonna become a thing.
Yeah. Oh, and this one.
This, yeah.
Yeah, dude. When I was like, I went through when I was younger, I would wear one of those, but I never like let it hang over, or like I never let the hair under it. I would like push it up.
Oh, like
an afro.
Some like Gareth Bale shit.
Yeah.
You know how that is?
Yeah, dude, you're talking about the Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Striker.
Yeah, like as he was growing his hair out, he'd wear like headbands and like push his hair back and like up. Fantastic. I can't believe you know who that is.
Yeah, he played for Tottenham.
Oh my god,
he made a name for himself at Tottenham.
Then he became the world's most expensive player.
Was he for that transaction?
Until this summer when Paul Pogba got sold to Manchester United. Now he's the most expensive player.
Where did he come from?
He came from Juventus.
Nice.
But now he's at Manchester United, but he started at Juventus.
Interesting. An Italian player.
No, he's French, and he was at Manchester United. Then they sold him when he was like 18 to Juventus for like 500,000 euros.
Right.
And then he got sold back to Manchester United for like 96 million euros, which is like, I don't know, Brazilian American dollars, $110 million.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That money, it's scary. We should probably wrap it up.
Okay, cool. So like last words.
It felt good. Last words. I love you, Mom.
I think it's really exciting, and
no, we're gonna keep doing it.
Like, thanks. I think the biggest thanks goes to Jacob Dodge for having the equipment and opening up the invitation to yours truly, Charles Worl.
Anything, you're a cool guy, man. I think. Let's do like what Hollywood does with the Oscars and like jerk each other off. Not literally, though.
right. Like straight up masturbation.
Thank you for you too, Charles, because I mean,
I really appreciate your soul.
Yeah, appreciate your soul and your energy, man. Yeah, it's real cool having you.
Yeah.
I hope we keep doing it.
Excellent, man.
Awesome.
All right.
And I gotta end it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.